The introduction of a carbon price is the most useful instrument for fighting climate change and curbing CO2 emissions. In Europe now, the system that has been adopted is the emission permits allowances. This means that every producer of electricity or in sectors energy intensive must purchase an allowance in order to have the possibility to emit CO2 in the atmosphere. But this system, ETS, covers only 43% of total European emission. Very important sectors are excluded: transport, building, agriculture, and small and medium enterprise. So carbon price should be put also on producer in this sector, and the main characteristics of this price are the following ones. The first is that the price should be sufficiently high to promote a change of behavior by producer and consumer. This means that the price should be at least 50 euro per ton of CO2. If we take account that in Europe, total emissions are about 4 billion ton CO2 each year, with a price of 50 euro per ton, total receipts amount to about 200 billion euro. This amount of money is very high, very huge, can be used first to cut down the rates of income taxation for poor peoples to balance the burden of higher energy prices. At the same time, the receipts could be used in order to promote production of renewables and creation of infrastructure that are needed in order to provide consumer and producer with renewable energy sources. The last point that is very important in this area is that Europe should put a price also on imports, on goods coming from outside the European borders. This is a custom duty, and as such, the receipts coming from these custom duties are directly an own resource for the European budget. This could be a very important, since the European Commission is kicking off a recovery plan for the European economy, and this recovery plan will be funded with emission of bonds on the international market. But these bonds should be repaid, and this requires a larger amount for the European budget with new own resources. The border carbon adjustment could be one of these resources, but in the same time, it's possible to extend the emission trading system to the sector that now are not covered by ETS, for instance, transport and buildings. And the main important feature of this extension is that it can be introduced in the European system with the ordinary legislative procedure. That means with a majority voting in the Council and majority voting in the European Parliament. In this way, overcoming the difficulties of Article 311 that requires for new own resources a special procedure, that means unanimity in the Council and national ratification, it's possible to launch a new wave of providing resources to the budget and a new part for a small but important federal European finance without having to modify existing treaty.